Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo! What's going on, fellas? Good to see everyone in the chat. What's going on, Crypto7? What's going on, Interactive? Teresa, what's going on? DJ TaylorMade. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good to see everyone in the chat today, guys. Another boring freaking day. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. What's going on? I see Howdy in here. Yeah, I'm a little late, man. I'm a little bit late. All right, we got to do what we got to do. What's going on, Howdy? Mike, Roy, what's going on, man? Necro, Psycho Pearl, what's going on, man? Raph, what's going on, bro? Hamilton, what's going on? He said, hey, sexy. Jason, what's going on? Yo, mama's going on, he said. What's going on, DJ Barry? Interactive, Mike, what's going on, guys? All right, guys, today we're going to talk about, a little bit about, what the heck is going on. Man, this thing needs to wake up. We got the sticks. We got the sticks, man. Yeah, price is still getting tight, guys. Price is still getting tight. So it's a holiday weekend. Can we see a little bit of sticky action? A little bit of sticky freaking action this weekend, because we know everyone's going out, Easter egg hunting. Everyone's putting, horse guys going Easter egg hunting. Everyone's going Easter egg hunting. And, could we see a little bit of shady price action this morning? Maybe a little, they call it the scam pump. Or could we see, a little bit of a scam dump? I actually think this weekend and I'll show you guys exactly why. I actually think we can get a little bit of a move up this weekend, and that could be maybe a little bit of a fake out, but we'll talk about it. It's getting a little sticky icky, said Macintosh. Bro, I put a tweet on Twitter today as, man, I feel like we've been in this range for freaking 3 months. It's been 3 weeks. Holy shit, I'm about to go insane. All right, guys, let's talk. So right now, we're actually getting the most action we have all day. Let's freaking go, man. I should play the pump song for this.
Strap up, we're going to the moon.
We should zoom in on the 50-minute chart and say, this is the best action we're going to get all freaking day. This is great. We're back up to 28K after chopping around all freaking day. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Bass at 65K by March. 65K by March. Let's go, boy. I'm still waiting for 65K by March. Alpy, if you're out there, bro, it's okay. We forgive you. You tricked all of us. We thought you were a whale, and you were not a whale. Instead, you were a minnow, but that's okay. We still trust you, bro. We still got you. We'll get there in March of 2024. Yes, March of 2024, man. We're getting there. We are getting there pretty quick. I will say that. All right, guys. So Bitcoin right now back up to the 1 hour 50 EMA. That's where we rejected all freaking day, man. It's just rejection at the 50 EMA, rejection at the 50 EMA, rejection. Now we're back up it again. But I will say price here is getting a little bit tight on the short-term time frames too, right? You see we're getting kind of higher lows coming in. We're kind of getting lower highs coming in. It's getting tight and restricted, man. It's getting very, very tight in here. So I would actually expect a move. I hope we get a little move on stream. That would be pretty nice. And we'll talk about it. Jumping in on going hit the like. Good night from Europe. What's going on? Thank you for coming in and just hitting the like, bro. That's the most I could ever ask for in this crab market. Someone said we're going on a crab run. No bull run, no bear run. We're going on a crab run, and that's all we get. You know, I guess we could say we're going on a horse run, right? I guess horse guy right now is totally in shambles, bro. I am in shambles. Guys, I can't take this anymore. I can't take the crab market. I need a horse market that is longer than my schlong. That's what I need. Is anyone out there? Can you put in a long anywhere? Please. Just put in a little long. You know, bigger than my schlong because my schlong is long. Can any of you guys put in a long and pump it up? Because I am so bored. This horse has nothing to do. I eat hay. And quite frankly, I don't have any hobbies other than FOMOing and eating hay. So please, a whale, just pump it for me. Please, I am so bored. I am helpless right now. Please, I'm gonna go insane out here. Literally insane. I can't take this market anymore. It sucks. I think that's how we're all feeling right now. Shout out to Horse Guy. The CEO of sushi loves this. Yes, the CEO of sushi. Didn't the CEO of sushi, didn't he get caught watching Horse Pete? Who watches that? Who watches someone just getting banged by a horse, bro? Holy shit. Anyways, guys, 4 hour time frame. There ain't shit going on, but I'll say this, right? We're at the mid range of this range, right? So the way I'm looking at it is this, right? I mean, we're at a technical support level, right? Where we've gotten one bounce, we've gotten two bounces, we've gotten three bounces. I'm looking at the 4 hour time frame, right? And you know, who knows, man? It's a low liquidity weekend. I honestly would expect either direction. I'm still in that long. I'm still in that same long for the past 2 days. And I'm just sitting in it. It's not doing anything, but that's okay. I'm cool with it, man. I don't need to be taking a trade every day. Still in the same trade, just patiently. We're at the mid-range of this range, right? You got the 4 hour. I actually kind of like the 4 hour. Cody became a Jordan Knight member. Shout out to Cody. Oh, Cody. He just said Jordan. Let's go, man. Howdy said there's no volume, bro. There is no volume. There is no volume, bro. I haven't seen crypto Twitter this toxic in forever. But no, I look at the 4 hour time frame, guys. We got the stock RSI that's been kind of bottomed out for quite a bit here. And I'm actually looking at Market Cipher here too. Market Cipher is about to roll up and actually print a green dot here for Captain BTC as Bitcoin's at the mid-range. So I'm kind of looking at this, and honestly, like I said, guys, if we break this mid-range, I'll cut it, right? I'll cut this shit. shout out to Howdy though. Howdy you, man. What are you freaking not Buzz Lightyear. Who's the freaking cowboy? Who's the cowboy? Oh shit, Woody. What are you, Woody? Saying howdy? Your name is Howdy. You guys, if I ever go in public and someone instead of saying hi or hello or good afternoon, if someone says howdy, you know they're a character. You know that They're a huge character, and you honestly gotta pay attention to them because they're gonna be pretty funny. If anyone ever says howdy to you, make sure you pay attention to them. Make sure you give them your full attention because howdy, like, you know that they're gonna be a little different, right? So make sure you do that. Howdy. Howdy, Fatima. Howdy. And like I said, I'm from up north over here, so like I don't hear howdy. I'm sure howdy's pretty popular in the South. I don't know if it is. But I look at the 4-hour time frame, guys. Like, we are at the mid-range of this range. We got the 4-hour market cipher about to print a green dot. We got 4-hour stocks pointing to the upside. If there's ever a time for Bitcoin to catch a bid, it's now. But unfortunately, it's the freaking holiday weekend, and we're sitting here in shambles. Today, we actually had we had the unemployment claims come out. Or not unemployment. We had unemployment come out. It came in less than expected. You saw the stock market futures pop up from that. You saw the dollar kind of shoot back down from that. But Bitcoin didn't react at all. It's at the same price it was this morning. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. So, like I said, if there's a time, it's gonna be soon. I don't know, man. I'm sitting here dwindling my thumbs at this point, waiting for something to happen. But no, like I'm still along. I'm targeting kind of the high here, right? I mean, maybe not even hold it. Like 28.4, I might close that shit if we get up there, to be honest. But you know, it's not really. I don't even want to talk about the short-term time frames today. I want to talk about why the balls should, at least in my opinion, right? Who knows what's going to happen in the short term here, right? But why I think that we're still going to continue up, right? And I've ranted about this a million times, but I have more stuff to add on to this. A million more things to add on to this. And on this boring Friday, because what's better than talking about long-term charts on a Friday where we got no price action? Nothing's better than that. We will see a reaction on Tuesday. LB, I'm actually thinking Wednesday, my guy. Can you turn on Market Cipher A? I don't like Market Cipher A, but BitBoss. I'll look it up for you in a second, my friend, for sure. Bear market viewer counter. I guess so, man. The bear market viewer counter. Let's see. Well, at first you had something, but you lost it at the end. Oh, yeah?
Can you turn on Market Cipher?
Let's see. Here's Nuts Flush. Nuts Flush is like my counter. Nuts Flush is like my counter villain in the chat, man. He's in there flushing his nuts. He's in there always just flushing his nuts. Anyways, guys. What am I looking at? So, screw the short-term time frames. Short-term time frames or whatever. Drew's coming in and said BCH is daddy. BCH is daddy, man. I think if there's ever a coin I was forced to buy, I don't even think, guys, gun to my head, I don't even think I would buy Bitcoin Cash. Like, Bitcoin Cash is trash. It rhymes. It just makes sense, right? I feel like Dr. Seuss out here. Bitcoin Cash is trash, right? And you have to be trash to buy that rash. You're going to get a rash if you buy Bitcoin Cash. I don't know where I'm going with this. But no, let's go to the daily. Let's actually, do I want to stick to the daily time frame? Okay, daily, like I said, you're sitting here, right? You're above this trend line. I'm watching this trend line, right? You had support, and then you had resistance, now you're at support. I keep wanting to hold this. It's another day where I'm just like I'm just not pumped for this price action, right? So what are we watching for on the daily, right? Obviously, we're watching for two things. We're watching for the Bollinger Bands, right? Because these keep getting tighter. Every day that they're in here, these keep getting tighter than freaking the anti-Melissa's cooch. If like there was the opposite of Melissa, it would be the Bollinger Bands. Melissa's like this, like a big-ass whale, okay? She's a big-ass whale. Okay, let's bring up Melissa. Melissa, for some reason, she wants to wear Easter Bunny helmet. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not very tight. My boyfriend's horse guy, you know. I'm Easter. It's Easter time, so I'm dressed up as a bunny. Me and horse guy are going to role play. He's going to be a carrot. Horse guy's going to be a carrot today. And I'm going to be a bunny. And I'm going to eat that carrot. Num, num, num. But you know, it's not very wide. So we look at this, right? We're stuck in between the middle band of the Bollinger Band and the top of the band. So kind of what I'm watching for, and this is what I've been saying, right? We've gotten wicks below us a million freaking times. I'm waiting for a daily close below this. If we close, if we close below the middle of this Bollinger Band on the daily, I would be looking for at least a retest of this trend line, but probably the bottom of the Bollinger Band, just based off what we've done in these last couple of pullbacks, right? We were fine. We were going sideways. As soon as we got one daily close below that, it was destined that we were going to come back down to the bottom of it, right? Same thing here back in February. We closed below it here. We went sideways for like a week, but eventually we made our way back down to the bottom of it, right? So that's kind of what we're waiting for, man. I mean, nothing's really changed here on the charts. Crypto Shock said, like and subscribe, D-Gens. Like and subscribe, you D-Gens. Man, we're in here. I'm trying to keep you guys sane, man. I'm going insane. You guys are keeping me sane with this price action, guys. I honestly, I've been trying my best the last couple of days to just be touching grass, right? But I love crypto. I love charts, man. But when Bitcoin's chopping around like this, like a freaking snail, you guys keep me sane. So I appreciate you guys in here making me laugh and keeping me sane during these times, because I would be going insane without you. I really would. If I was just sitting here going, I don't know what I would do. I really don't know what I would do. You guys keep me sane. Shout out to you guys.
Strap up. We're going
Shout
to the
out
moon.
To you. We haven't dumped since Sailor announced, though. True, we have not announced. Sailor's announced twice and we haven't dumped. I don't know. What does that tell us? Does that tell us that the bad news, because typically Sailor buying is bad news, does that tell us the bad news is getting eaten up? I don't know. I consider Sailor buying bad news because we always dump when he does it. But that's not what I want to talk about today, guys. I just want to zoom out, right? I just want to zoom out and look at the big picture today and kind of discuss about, all the good things I see on the charts, right? I'm ignoring the freaking news. I don't care about the news. I'm going to say this a million freaking times, guys. I am done listening to the macro heads talking like, oh, this is happening. We're going to dump. This is happening. We're going to dump. If we get a short-term pullback, cool. All right. But I'm done listening to the macro talk heads. They were telling me since June of last year, all the way up until January of this year, that we're going lower. We got an FOMC meeting. We got a CPI. We're going lower. Right? And all those macro talk heads, all since June, have been wrong since then. I ain't listening to the news. So we're just going to look at the charts today. We're going to look at the charts. We're going to ignore everything else, okay? And that's what we're going to do, okay? Because I will always say the markets are forward-looking. They don't care about what's happening right now. So I don't give a shit about the news, all right? We will in a second. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, all right? I don't give no shits. So don't be coming in here, okay, and being like, but Jordan, the macro, don't you see the macro, bro? I sold all my crypto at 16K because the macro is bad. Yeah. It's bad. I sold all of it. Now I'm salty bear. And now I'm begging for Bitcoin to go back down to 15K to get back to break even. I don't want to hear it. I really don't. All right. So anyways, weekly time frame. Let's look at the chart. So, just to start out with my basic narrative, right, is Bitcoin obviously at the biggest resistance on the chart. We've talked about this a million times. Right, we got the January low, we got the June low from 2021, and we got the May 2022 low, right? Obviously, we're going to get a reaction there. We're getting some resistance, right? But still, I look at this as a massive Wyckoff accumulation breakout where we had the first low, we came up, we made a second low, we came up, we came down, we got a pretty clear spring with a massive spring to the upside, and that's supported, guys, by you just go up to the volume, right? You bring the volume up, and you can bring it up on Binance. Binance, it's the biggest sell volume in the history of crypto. And you're going to tell me that wasn't the capitulation end. I look down here, and I see a massive sell volume candle on that FTX sell-off, the biggest sell-off candle that we've had since the China dump, right? And before that, I mean, you're rivaling the March of 2020 dump, right? Crazy times. But you have that massive dip, massive crash with the capitulation that sets up the spring. Then you get the breakout of the range. and we're good to go. Now, obviously, we're fighting now with this stupid resistance, right? We're fighting. We're trying to punch through. Pop, 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 pop. All right? It's going to take a few stabs. I still wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if we pull back and retest some of these areas, right? If we pull back to 25K or so, still wouldn't be surprised. That still wouldn't change anything, though. You know what I mean? So we're sitting here. We're sitting and we're just sitting below above resistance. But, you know, kind of what I've been saying, man. All right? If we're going to ignore the
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
all right? If we're going to ignore that, okay? Top G in the house. Let's see. Max said they go after Tether for the next big dip. Screenshot it. They could. We actually have a Tether dominance chart. I'm going to show you, Max. That, to me, I mean, Tether dominance looks like it's going to come down to me. But if we go over here, right? If we go, or Max said, where did all the macroeconomic experts go? Facts. All the people that were telling me at the bottom, Jordan, there's no way that we're even close to the bottom. This is just the beginning. But you know, we go to the monthly time frame, right? But let's focus on the monthly. Okay, and obviously we're at. I'm being a little trolly today, guys. I have to be a little trolly. I'm bored. All right. But no, we got the previous resistance right here. Okay, previous resistance coming in right here. Bringing in the MACD. We got the MACD. You know what it is, Anderson. You know what it is. We got the MACD. The MACD is looking pretty rollovery, man. It's looking, the MACD is looking than, like I said, bigger than Horse Guy's D and definitely bigger than Bob's Chode. You know what I'm saying? What's Bob up to today? Bob, where's Bobby? Where's Bobby, man? Let's ask him.
Jordan, I never trusted the macro. They're all lying to us, right? Do not trust the government. They said inflation was transitory, and now we're going to listen to what they say now? Listen, I'm a dumbass. I eat, drink Mountain Dew every day. I have the same brain cells as, you know, half of America, okay? But I'll tell you this. How are we going to trust what the Fed says when they said inflation was transitory? Now they have geniuses all of a sudden? Oh my freaking God, man. So sick of this. Sick of this macro shit. Can we just pump SHIB? Christ, man. Sick of this, man.
No, let's go to the monthly. Monthly will blow resistance, right? And you know, it kind of the same thing still re-ate, right? There's two times where we did this, right? Where we had a bear market, we came up to test the previous low. Okay, April 2014, right? We had a bear market, kind of consolidation low. We came back up. This time is what I hope we don't do, which is we come up here and we sit here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. I hope we don't do this, where we just go sideways for 6 months. I hope we don't go sideways for 6 months. That would be absolutely mind-numbing. I'm already bored after 1 month. But if, you know, we came up to this bear market resistance, right? After 6 months, we sit below this, and then we get the breakup, right? And what was really the causation of that, right? It was the monthly MACD getting the flip, right? So we've talked about this a million times, but in the past for Bitcoin, whenever the monthly MACD starts to roll back over, right? That's the bottom. We've talked about that a million times. Listen, I don't care about the macro at this point, okay? If I listened to the macro guys, I would have sold all my crypto at 15K, all right? But at the same point, right, monthly starts to flip back over, right? And that sort of marked the bottom there, right? And same thing with the stock RSI. As soon as the stock RSI got back above the 20, that marked the bottom, right? Bada bing, bada boom. And we fought with this resistance for 6 freaking months before breaking out. I hope we don't do that. It could be a possibility, but I hope we don't do that. Then obviously over here back in 2019, this time we just blasted through it, right? So we have one time where we stayed there for 6 months. We have one time where we had bear market support, right? Trying to turn to resistance. We just blasted through it, okay? So once again, I mean, it's always different every single damn time. Would I be surprised this time if it's different? Maybe we're in here for 3 months. I don't know. But same thing, right? Monthly MACD flipping over, right? That was the bottom. And right, monthly stock RSI getting above 20, that was the bottom, right? You obviously came all the way back up to, you basically not mooned, but you went up until the monthly stock RSI hit the top, right? Right, this time you just pumped up. Now we're here, right? Now we're here, we got the same setup, right? We're at resistance. We got the monthly MACD coming up, right? We have one more month. If probably one more month before this flips, as long as we don't get like a monster red candle, which, you know, I guess you can never count out in crypto. But monthly stock RSI above the 20 level. We're at resistance. The question is, how long will it take us, in my opinion, to break back above this? All right. That's the big question that we have. How long? I don't know, right? I can't predict time. I'm not Marin out here. I'm not the witch with the freaking crystal ball. Where's my crystal ball? Where's my crystal ball out here? I need my crystal ball, guys. I'm not Marin out here doing this. Guys, I'm so creepy in this thing. Look. I am creepy as hell in here. Guys, I predict that Bitcoin will stay below 28K for 2 months, and then we will see the move to the upside. Okay, I can predict time. All right, the Venus is crossing over Jupiter next month, and that will mark the lows of this consolidation, and then we will get a pump up when everyone's super emotional when Mars goes over the sun. All right, so get ready. I am creepy in this, man. Hold on, want to see my whole face? Oh, man, I'm creepy in here. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my cheeks. Look at my damn cheeks. Holy shit. Look at my damn cheeks, bro. All right. Let's get off that. Let's get off that. Let's get off the damn cheeks. All right. Holy shit. I don't want to see that again. I have nightmares. By the way, guys, I have this bowl of Doritos right here. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If you guys haven't had the new kind of Doritos, I'm telling you guys this right now. I'd argue monthly resistance is 35K, 38.5. Yeah, visuals. I agree. I agree up to a point. Yeah, visuals. It's funny enough. I actually agree. The issue that we have, though, is we have to fight through obviously the monthly. We have wicks here. There's 3 wicks. If there was 1 wick, I'd say, this is pussy resistance. We're breaking through this. But we got 3 damn wicks down here, bro. 3 damn wicks. Okay? But yeah, I mean, technically speaking, if you're a fan of the candle bodies, you would say that monthly resistance is 35K. So technically I agree, but you have 3 wicks down here as resistance. And you also have the weekly, which has a frick ton of like freaking resistance there, right? So I can't discount that. But I know what you're kind of saying, right? I know what you're kind of saying there as far as that goes, man. Right? By the way, all right? Drew said I'm always creepy. Drew, I cannot disagree with you, man. But here, no. A true man will admit he's creepy, okay? A true man will admit he's creepy. A true man will admit his wrongdoings. I am weird. I am creepy, right? I'm a little bit of an idiot. But I'll tell you right now, guys, I know my Doritos. These Doritos right here, bro. Okay, these are the new barbecue sweet and tangy Doritos. You might be thinking, oh, just another barbecue chip. No. You guys need to get these, the black bag of Doritos. Okay, the black bag of Doritos. I'm telling you right now, and you guys need to eat these Doritos. It's worth it. Get a small bag. Try it. Not sponsored by Doritos. I wish it was. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to be sponsored by Doritos. But dude, these new sweet and tangy Doritos, oh my god, man! I guys, I've eaten multiple whole bags in one sitting. Right? I try not to do that, but I did. I've done it multiple times. Just putting it out there. Best Dorito flavor is these nuts. Said your mom. These nuts. The best Dorito flavor for your mom is all these nuts in the chat. You know what I'm saying? No, Anderson, they're not like, I had to eat one, sorry. They're not like regular barbecue Doritos. They're not like regular barbecue chips. They're like different than regular barbecue chips. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Kane said, Jordan's not lying. They're so good. I'm telling you, man. Kane knows. They're ridiculous. They're not like regular, you think, oh, just barbecue chips. Whatever, man. I've had a million barbecue chips. No, these are different. I'm telling you. Try them. All right. Anyways, Bitcoin's not doing shit on the short-term time frames. What's new? I guess the TA is Bitcoin crab forever. But no. So that's kind of my big overall look, right? And you know, I could go over a million different things, right? another little cool thing that I was looking at today, guys, is I looked at the right. I'm not going to go over the whole 50-week moving averages. We go over that every single stream, right? But I want to look at some new stuff, right? But my base case, guys, for you guys who are like, oh, Jordan's just telling us different things every day. My base case is still the same. We're above the 50-week moving averages, right? History, we get back above. We go to at least the 0.5 Fibonacci before retracing back to the 50 moving averages before having the halving run, right? That's my base case, right? It remains the same. Doesn't really change. But just to look at some new things, I decided to pull up a couple different new things, right? I got the pi cycle top indicator, right? So the pi cycle top, very popular indicator for the top. And to be quite fair, I doubted the pi cycle top indicator at the previous top, and I was wrong. It was the exact top, all right? So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go look at the pi cycle top indicator, right? And look at when have we topped on rallies, right? So after the bear market, 1 year bear market, when have we normally topped on different rallies? And I noticed that on all the rallies after the bear market, right? So after the typical 1 year of bear market that Bitcoin has, right, in the 4-year cycle, it tends to always come back to this moving average right here, which I believe is the 350 week times 2. Okay, now just remember that. Okay, it's not so important, but we typically come back up to this. Okay, so that right now is at, funny enough, right where this is, right where I think it's gonna go, right. That's right now sitting at 45K. It's obviously gonna come down every week, so just keep that in mind. But I go back to all the previous rallies, right? Let's just start at like 2019. Look at how the 2019 rally came up, and that was literally the high, right? You wicked above, but that was literally the high of the 2019 rally. Right here was when you came up to this blue line here, okay? Before going back down. I go up to 2020, 2021, right? We got above, but it wasn't until you got above or hit it until you came back down, right? I go back to down here, right? Even 2014, right? You got a big move up. You came up a little bit short, but I think we can say we got close enough, okay? And then we obviously came back down, came up again, came back down, right? But you typically see that all these rallies, right, typically come up to this after the 1 year bear market. And that's just more confluence of saying, why I think Bitcoin's coming up here. I don't know the time frame, but there's more confluence to say, I'm pretty confident this is coming up here because we've tagged that every single time, right? And I will say this, when this crosses in the next bull market, guys, I am gonna be paying attention to that. I will not ignore that next time. All right, and to be fair, like these are actually coming in pretty hot. Look at this. These are coming in pretty hot and heavy. Look at this, man. These actually might cross pretty soon. Like not as soon, but like somewhere like in 2024, probably these will cross, right? Typically they don't cross until like, the 4-year cycle, but these are actually getting pretty close because we went sideways for so long up here, right? Interesting stuff. But next time these cross, I will be paying attention to that and I will not ignore that. I will be probably selling a good amount when that does cross next time. What's going on, Franco? Food. That go we're great with chips. Yes. Shout out to Franco, man. Shout out to Franco. Food that go great with chip. So all foods. Cheese, ham, chicken wings, steak, bacon, burgers, all the good food. Pizza. You named all my favorite foods, man. You named all my favorite foods besides halal food. I don't know if there's any emoji for halal food, but man, I'll eat some halal food every day. Mr. Hart said, I feel like it's going to pump. Yeah, me too. I feel like we're going to get a little like kind of, at least like a scam pump. I only use the word scam as just to say I think it's going to be kind of like just a low volume kind of spike up, right? Just because the 4 hour looks like it wants to pump to me, right? You're at the mid level, right? Where you've chopped up down a million times. Bro, Franco. Dot prediction for 2025 top, bro. How am I supposed to predict we're 2 years out? You want me to bring out? Okay, I'm going to bring out the crystal ball again. Here we go. All right, I think DOT will top out at exactly $35 exactly on November 25th, 2025. I'm just playing. As far as bull market predictions, guys, no one can guess bull market predictions. That's like trying to guess, that's like trying to guess what the lottery number is gonna be in the next lottery. You know, holy shit. We can't hear the super chat rugged. Let's see. But anyways, no, to me, like the 4-hour time frame, right? We're just ping ponging below this 28.8 and 27.8, right? It's just up and down, up and down, up and down. 4 hours about to cross back over again on both the stock RSI and market cipher, and you're at support. I gotta say, right, that it's gonna bounce back up. It just, will it be like a little scam holiday pump that we retrace because then we'll have a CME gap, you know? Probably. But I'm just gonna keep the same point. Like, this daily mid-level is huge, man. Daily mid-level is huge to hold, and the daily top is huge. Whatever one we get a close above or below first, I think it's gonna be that next like bigger move, right? Whether we come up here and we either like kind of run these highs, right, and maybe we just come back down like this, or if we break the mid-level and close, I think it's pretty likely we're at least coming to test like the bottom of the range, right? Like 27K or so, so I'm watching this like a hawk, but every day it just keeps getting tighter and tighter. Now it's like 27.7 or 28.7 and 28K, right? So it's like a $700 range you're just getting compressed into. Like a watermelon in here. Like a watermelon about to explode in a hippo's mouth. You guys ever seen a hippo eat a watermelon? You should Google it, man. That thing can literally just put it in its mouth and go like a peanut. It's crazy. It's absolute craziness. I'll take a look at dot view. I was sort of kidding for the guy for Whole Digital who said dot prediction for 2025 top. I'll look at dot. I just have no way to know, man. To be quite fair. But yeah, I mean, I could go down the list. I guess the other things I had, guys, was this. Sorry to blind you guys. Cover your eyes. You're blind. Sorry to blind you guys. I didn't mean to ruin your weekend by you not being able to see anything, right? It's not like you can see anything on the charts anyways, you know what I mean? Like, but, just a few, like, kind of random things. Bitcoin, right? Google Trends. We haven't looked at this in a while, so I thought, today's a boring day. Let's take a look at Google Trends. Guys, I mean, it's a ghost town. It's a ghost town, and you might be saying, Jordan, that's bearish. I think this is bullish, right? The fact that Bitcoins came up from 15 to 28, so it's almost doubled, okay? Yet you still have retail that's just not interested, okay? We got the Bitcoin search term here, literally at levels that we see back in like 2020, right? Levels that we saw back in 2019. So you talk, how much bigger is crypto now versus it was in 2018? Huge, right? So many more people in crypto now. You can see it by the addresses, right? But yet, search terms, whether you look at web search, whether you look at YouTube search, just absolutely catapulted to the downside, right? No one is interested in Bitcoin, yet the price has gone up. That tells me one of two things. Either people don't care about Bitcoin, they just want their altcoins to pump, or people just, are oblivious. Now, we could also go look at crypto, right? Crypto search terms. Same deal though. This goes down. We got almost like bullish divergence on search term, man. Price goes up and crypto searches go down. We got like bullish div on the search terms, or that's bearish div. I don't know. What do you think that is? Bearish div or whatever it is. But no, like this to me is good, right? You want the newbies to not come in until the end, right? I know that's kind of, but this is how markets work. I know that sounds kind of mean, but we want the horse guys, right, to not care about price until later, right? So we want horse guys to go, well, Bitcoin's only at 30K. I'm not buying now. It is still in the bear market. I will wait another year. I will wait another year until Bitcoin goes back up. Well, I want to see at least some bullish consolidation. 1 month later. Oh my God, the Bitcoin is at 40K. Well, shit. This must be a new bull market. Well, let me search. Let me search Bitcoin. Oh my god, it is at 40K. My notification on my phone was right. I think I will buy now. Yes, this is bullish. I will buy now. Right? But no, to me, that's a good thing. But you know, just something that we can look at, right? Bitcoin, crypto. You can even put Ethereum in here, right? Ethereum. Let's see, Ethereum. All right, literally at levels that you saw back in 2019 a couple times, right? Not as low, but ETH just flatlined. So ETH is up 2x from its. ETH's up more than 2x from its lows. ETH's up like 2.5x from the lows. Yet, ghost town on this bad boy, right? Craziness. But like I said, something different to look at. But the lower this stays and the higher prices go, the more I like this, because they all come in at once, right? Look at this. This was flatlined until like January 2021, right? Literally flatlined, okay? And then as soon as, right, things start doing 20x's, that's when all the fanboys come in, right? So, to me, if I was seeing this go up, I would be more scared, because that would mean that retail was coming in. I have to be like, shit, I got to get out of this market, man. Retail's coming in and FOMOing, but they ain't nowhere to be found. They ain't nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. I like to keep it that way for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. How about Litecoin? Let me do Litecoin. Let me do Litecoin real quick from Anderson. Oh my God. Litecoin's just dead, right? Had a little move up in like 2021. Little move up in July 2019, right? Because you had the halving. But like, dude, there's no Litecoin searches. Yet the Litecoin halving is this year in July, right? Typically, Litecoin gets a nice run during that time. And even Litecoin's just freaking gone, man. And this is the state of altcoins. Just nothing, man. So you don't want to be getting in the market during this time, right? When you get everyone searching. You want to get in the market when it's flat lines like this, right? For quite a while. And you're probably in that phase right now. I think you're like somewhere like right here in that phase, right? Somewhere like right here. But, obviously that's pure speculation. Check Doge. Oh, I checked Doge too. We'll check one more. One more, and we're done with this. Doge. Little spike up. You get a little spike up because obviously Doge put Elon on Twitter, right? But look at this. This is so lackluster. And Doge got put on Twitter with 320 million users. And this is all the searches that Doge gets? That is great. That is great. You want retail coming in later, man. All right? If Doge went up like this, I'd be like, fuck, man. All right? But this is great. This is great. Psycho Pearl said, check Grail for me. I'll check Grail for you, bro. I'll check Grail for you for sure. Let's see. I bought $100 a Luna Classic when it hit 1 cent, and now it's worth less than a penny. Mr. Hart said 30K by the end of the stream. Mr. Hart, don't be playing with my heart, bro. Don't be trolling me, man. I need some price action, bro. But the dopamine is gone. It's gone, man. Psycho Pearl, I got you. Guys, we're gonna check out a bunch of altcoins in a little bit, right? But I got a bunch of shit, right? And why I also think that we're gonna continue up next week, guys. I think this weekend can be boring. I think you can get a spike up, spike down, just because it's low liquidity. But I think we're just gonna end up in the same spot at the end of the weekend. Whether we pump and come back or we dump and come back, I think we'll end up in the same kind of region we are now. But next week, right? We obviously have CPI on Wednesday. This CPI is going to be good, right? I'm scared for the next one. I think May CPI is going to be horrible. So that could be that point where it's like sell in May and go away, right? But so far, looking at Truflation's worked out pretty good for kind of projecting how good CPI is going to be, like relatively speaking. But this CPI on Wednesday is going to be fantastic because if you just go based on Truflation, you just kind of eyeball it, right? It's came down 1% on Truflation, right? So at the start of, so it's basically Marches. So at the start of March, right, inflation was at 5.1%, right? 5.1%. You guys can see it right here. And at the end of March, it came in at, right, 4.808. So over 1% down in March. Where I get scared is in April's. Look at April. April's coming back up. This is where I get scared. So I think this CPI will be good. The next one's going to be bad, right? So next week, I do think this is going to cause the markets to come back up. What do they do before that? I have no clue what's going to happen in the next 5 days, guys. But I do think Wednesday will be sort of a catalyst for a move to the upside. But I'll say, the May CPI, guys, we got to be worried. We got to be very, very worried. We got to be panicking.
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Because I think that one's going to be bad. We got to be out of the market. We're all going to start going.
Basically, Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Invest in Bitcoin. All right. So in my opinion, I think we got, I think the May CPI is like the middle of May. I think we got like 6 weeks here. I think if Bitcoin's going to go up to those 40K levels, it's going to be like in the next 6 weeks, in my opinion, just because I think that May CPI is going to be horrible. And that's going to be horrible. And that could be that point where the markets start coming back down, you know? So we'll see. I guess taking advantage of while we're here, I guess. One more thing on ETH, and then I'll go through just a shitload of altcoins. We're going to bust through altcoins today. You know why? It's Friday. I'm in a good mood, and I feel like talking about altcoins. All right, Ethereum. Click on the short term here. We did reclaim this level. So actually, ETH looks kind of bullish. ETH looks more bullish than Bitcoin here to me. The reason why I say ETH looks bullish is because you had these lows, right? So ETH had, come on, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. Classic deviation play, right? ETH had one low. It had two lows. Right, you deviated the low down here, right? And then you got back above, and now you're kind of holding that as support, right? So classic deviation. I can easily see ETH come up and test these highs right here at like 18,885. Will it get higher than that? We'll see. But I can at least see ETH come and tag this at like 18,885, just because you deviated lows. You also broke this downtrend of resistance on the hourly too. So it's a little confluence, broke above, back above this support, broke back above this resistance. So ETH looks pretty good in the short term, I would say. As long as it can hold this at 1862 for Ethereum. But obviously, like the daily, I don't love the daily yet. If we can get back above this, hell yeah, let's go. It's on like Donkey
Wrap
Kong.
up. We're going to the moon.
Let's go. It's time. It's time, baby. But you know, in the meantime, let's focus on what we can focus on and get back above this stupid upward sloping trend line that we broke above and came back below. Now we got to get back above this. That's like at 1900. So we'll kind of watch that. But I think the short term looks pretty good on ETH. And you had some bullish divergence on the hourly. It already kind of played out, but you had higher lows, lower lows on the hourly. You had the 4-hour stock crossing to the upside. 4-hour green dot going to print, I believe, in the next 11 minutes. As long as you don't dump in the next 11 minutes, you should get a green dot on the 4-hour. Last time you had that, obviously, was this move. So I think ETH looks pretty good as long as we hold here in the next 10 minutes. Just don't dump below this line here. Please, ETH, please, we're begging you. We're begging you, bro. We need some price action, bro. We're all about to start going insane out here. We're all starting about going insane. What's going on, guys? It's Kyle the Moon. I'm going to go insane, guys. I'm going to go insane. Right now, guys, I am bearish. Me and Rover are short the market right now. We are short the market right now. All right? Right, so I just put in a massive short over on Bybit. Okay? I don't use MEXC like Jordan does. I put mine over on Bybit. So if you want to follow me and Rover, who just shorted the market at support, right? We shorted at support. Go check out my Bybit link down below. Free crypto, you can get it. All right, so that's my TA today. I gotta go hop in my Lamborghini and have some fun in here. I just got blurry for the first time. Holy shit! You guys see that? Remember my camera used to go blurry all the time? It was craziness. Streamlabs is a regular now. It is a regular now. Oh, Mike, you missed it. We talked about the new Dorito flavor. You gotta try this new Dorito flavor, my guy. It's the sweet and tangy barbecue Doritos, even better than the purple ones, guys. Let's do a poll. It's Friday night. Let's do a poll. Best Dorito flavors. Because now we have a full 4 Dorito flavors. Best Dorito flavor. Okay, if you never had a Dorito, well, I don't think you're a human. I think you're probably an alien if you never had any Dorito. Red, blue, purple, red, blue, purple, and black. Red, blue, purple, or black. Best Dorito flavor. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My loins are tingling. These are pretty good. Classic red. Oh, don't tell me red. Don't tell me red. Red is trash. Red has zero. I used to like red when I was a kid. I think I ate them so much, and that's why I don't like them. To be quite fair, you know what I mean. Anyways, let's go check out some altcoins. DXY we'll talk about a little bit next week. It just kind of closed right at resistance, so I'm not too worried about the DXY. DXY literally closed right at resistance here. Right, literally closed right at resistance. So hard to say whether this is going to break or come down. You are at a pretty big support level in the dollar, so we'll have to watch this next week. But the dollar is, technically speaking, at support. So we got to watch this. It's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of do or die time for the dollar. Dollar could easily squeeze up here, which then could make Bitcoin have that bigger pullback, maybe to 25K or so. But it's do or die time. If the dollar doesn't catch a bid next week and it starts coming back down here, it's going to look very ugly for the dollar. And that's when Bitcoin would have that big run. So we'll see. We'll see on that one, right? Best place to come for Dorito content. You know what it is, Mike? We got to do the Doritos, man. We got to do the Doritos. Let's ask BB what he thinks. Actually, no. We got to get into altcoins. You guys ask me so many altcoins. I just keep doing weird shit. All right. Someone asked for DOT. He asked for the DOT. He asked for the DOT bull market prediction, bro. I have no way to know, right? And I'm just being honest with you. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I have no way to know where DOT's gonna go, right? I think the most conservative way you can look at any crypto, okay? Just be conservative. Don't be looking at Moonboy, predictions of DOT's gonna go to $100 or $200 or something like that. Maybe it happens because, to be honest, in 2020, every prediction I made got overshot. Right? So and I made some crazy predictions, and every price went higher than I predicted. Right? But to be conservative, I would easily just say, to be ultra conservative, just pull up your fib levels, right? And if you want to be conservative, I'd say, this is just being ultra conservative, man. I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Downer, right? These can easily break, but $30, right? $35, $45 as your fib retracement levels. Those are the first levels I'd look at, right? I'd be taking profits over easily here, right? But anything higher than that, bro, you're just you're shooting for the moon at that point. Like you don't know where it's gonna stop, right? And that's why you shouldn't really be caring about price predictions. You should just be, right, taking profits. You shouldn't be waiting for a price, right? Because if I tell you, I think DOT's going to $200, okay? What happens if you wait for $200, right? And then it goes to like 86, and then it dumps. You know what I mean? Like, you should be scaling out on the way up. Right? If you've been in crypto a long time, you learn that you need to scale out on the way up and not wait for a number. Do not wait for a number, man. That is the worst thing you can do is wait for a freaking number. I'd be scaling out probably even way before these, to be honest. Way before those. Let's see. Depend on how much money you have. True. Psycho Pro said Grail. No, but just TA on DOT. I mean, DOT's in a fantastic spot, right? I mean, look at this. It's right back in the 2020 levels, right? Previous like kind of consolidation, just bounced off that level, right? And every alt is at like key levels where they should get a retracement at these levels, man. Like, so DOT, you broke out from your all-time high downtrend. That does show that buyers are coming in. Now you just kind of wait it out. We're kind of in this just wait it out period, right? We're kind of waiting to see what Bitcoin's next move is and kind of go from there. But like just general structure, I like where DOT is. I think it's primed to get a higher move up. Just a matter of time, because we've seen so many altcoins that have broken out from all-time high downtrends and then back tested that have already like pumped up like crazy, right? And I think some of these higher cap ones are just kind of waiting on BTC to break that 30K level or break like that 28.8 level. That's just like a psychological level, you know? Let's see. Does anyone use DOT? Bath, have you ever used DOT? I have personally never used DOT. I have never, ever used DOT. Has anyone actually used DOT in the chat? Is there an 8-ball here? There is no 8-ball, bro. There is 0 8-ball. 0, 0, 0, 8-ball. You know, and you know, we don't look at it. Psycho Pearl wanted Grail. I don't know what the hell Grail is, but we'll look at it for Psycho Pearl. Because Psycho Pearl is the homie, man. Camelot. Camelot token? What is this, man? What the heck is going on with this thing? That can't be the full chart. See BitGet. Okay, there we go. I was like, dude, that can't be the full chart of this. There's no way. Let's see Grail, man. What are we looking at with this one? Let's go to the daily. Not a ton of data on this one. I guess. I mean, if there's a spot where this one would bounce, right? Something tells me this is going to be... actually, not quite. This one might have a little bit lower to go, right? I'm looking at the 786, but I'm saying if this one has a spot to bounce, it's going to be this like range right here, man. Right there, right? Right at the 786 fib and right at this previous high, right? Because look, you got the daily stocks that are bottomed out. Daily's flipping over on Market Cipher here, right? So if you just kind of do this, if you see this, boop, 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 little W formation right here, bam. That's a great spot, I think, for maybe a swing, right? If you know, depending on what BTC does, obviously, but you know, previous high, previous resist, previous low, flip that into a low again. Daddy, oh daddy, that looks pretty juicy. You also got a trend line here. Let me just see. Oh, and you got a little trend line, right? At least from the opening there on BitGet. Man, you got to look at that confluence coming in there. That's some confluence, bro. 786 fib, previous high, and this little trend line. Man, that would be a nice little swing, right? Obviously, easy invalidation. If it comes below here, you cut it. Nice, easy invalidation on that one. Man, I kind of like that. I kind of like that one, man. It could come slightly lower, though, at least on the daily time frame. That one's not too bad, though. I don't mind that one. Jordan likes to sniff swamp butt. Oh, my lord. Swift snot butt. I do like the sniff swamp butt, right? I do. Because, listen, guys, I have to sniff horse guy all freaking day over here, man. So whenever I get the chance to sniff some horse, you know, some swamp butt, I'd rather sniff that than horse guy shit. Because he shits everywhere like a freaking horse, you know? He every time the market dumps, he's over here going... Right? He's like...
Everybody panic, we're going to 0.
Right? And then he's like freaking... He poops it. Every time the market dumps, he takes a giant shit on the ground. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Let's see. All right. You guys ask for anything else here? Dot, BCH, Bitcoin Cash, bro. Watch Bitcoin Cash just randomly pump out of nowhere. What is Bitcoin doing, man? We gotta wake up BTC, guys. We gotta wake. Oh my God, ETH is gonna close black below that resistance. All right, never mind, guys. Cancel that. I guess actually you're still kind of. I guess you're still kind of there. You're still kind of there on the hourly time frame, right? But we got 25 seconds. Let's see where we close on ETH here. Bitcoin's not doing shit. Bitcoin's not doing shit. Ethereum, you're kind of just sitting right there. I mean, it's not the sexiest. I would have liked to see some more follow through on that. That is not the sexiest, man. I'm not looking at this and going, damn, look at that ass. Look at that ass. I'm looking at it and going, maybe would I if I was drunk and I had 6 Miller Lights? Maybe actually, probably if I had 8 Miller Lights, I might take this long. 8 Miller Lights, but sober, you know, I don't know about that. I'm not looking at this and going, fuck yeah, look at that ass, look at those tits, right? This ain't it. This ain't it right here. This ain't it. Only if I had 6 Miller Lights. Okay, would I take this? I would have loved to see some more freaking volume in this one. This is not the prettiest right here, right? It's kind of like what you did here, right? You just kind of you looked, okay, you're breaking it. Oh no, rejected. But we'll see. We'll see. Jordan's our cult leader. There's no cult, man. There's no cult. Man, I'm just following the 4-year cycle, man. There is no cult. There'll be a time where I'm bearish and you guys will probably hate me, right? Guys, if I'm bearish in 2 months, will you guys hate me? Say if Bitcoin does what I think it's going to do, right? It just maybe it doesn't, guys. I'm following my system though, right? For the long, like the swing positions, right? Say if Bitcoin does what I think it's going to do. Say it comes up here, okay? And I become bearish. Would you guys still watch or would you guys hate me? Let me know in the chat. Would you guys still watch or would you guys hate me? Let me know, let me know, let me know. If we get up here and I'm bearish. Let's see. Now I'm bearish long term, so Mr. Hart? Mr. Hart's bearish long term. Damn. Damn, bro. It's not over until the fat lady sings nuts flush. Mike wants to flush nuts right down the drain. The cult of Quan. Oh, Lord. Lordy, man. Yeah. If BTC comes up here, you guys will see me super bearish, man, because this is when everyone's going to be calling for all-time highs. But I'm going to be following the 4-year cycle, and we've always came up here, and we've came back down, all the way back down to the 50-week moving averages, which I'm going to assume, right, if we just kind of plan this out, right? I'm going to assume if Bitcoin did something like this, let's say it just chops in here for a little bit longer, comes up, I don't know, come up, right? It's not going to do this, but like if we came up like that and then we got rejected, this could come all the way back down to freaking like, I'm just kind of projecting this out, right? This could come all the way back down to freaking like 25K. You know what I mean? Like, and you could see a huge washout here, right? I'm talking like a freaking 40% dump. That 50% dump that would get everyone shaken out, right? Which would be cool because I'd be buying back over here. You know what I mean? And then the halving comes up, which is right around this area, right? Halving comes up, and then we start to kind of work our way up like this, right? That would imagine the saltiness of the market if Bitcoin pumped up into the 40Ks and then dumped 40-50% all the way back down to 25K. Imagine the carnage. Imagine the saltiness of the market if that happened, bro. It would be insane. It would be absolutely insane. We'll see. To me, you guys know why I'm slightly bullish here, because I think the CPI is going to be good next week, and that I think will be the catalyst that pushes us up over this, right? That's going to be that catalyst that like really gets us, right? But we'll see. Grant said, "What are you saying is what I'm hoping for." Yeah, good. The smell. It would be smelly. A 50% drop when all retail just starts foaming in, packing in at the retracement levels. Oh my God, the smell of the carnage and the guts and you guys would hate me, but that's okay, right? I guess no one likes everyone, man. Not everyone likes everyone, because what people like to hear is people like to hear what they also believe, right? So like if you're bearish right now, when I'm telling you guys like I think it's going higher. Bears don't like me, right? If you come up here and I'm telling you guys, I think we're going to get a pullback here, pretty significant pullback, the bulls won't like me. And then when we're here, I'm like, all right, guys, halving's coming up. I think we're going up higher. The bears will hate me again. It's just a constant cycle, right? But up until that point, we have patience right here, man. This is the grind out phase, right? Where historically we could sit here for 6 months. Like, I don't think we're going to do that, right? But we could in theory. Just kind of chop it between 30K and 25K for like 6 months. Imagine the pain. Imagine the pain and the boredom being in here for 6 months, just going rip, 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 rip. Oh my God. It's happened before. If you don't think that's happened before, just go back over here to this time, right here, where, okay, Bitcoin's super bullish. It's getting a breakout. Look at this. 6 months of just this. Oh my god! I can already. I feel like the Joker already thinking about it. I feel like I'm already getting the clown on. I feel like I would turn into this guy. Holy shit! New Grandito said full moon, boys. You know what that means? Full moon has meant a dump into new highs. To typically what that means. So like, you know, there is a full moon. So yeah, let's see what you guys said over here. Best Dorito ever. Red, 43%. Come on, guys. You only doing that because I said I hate red. Are you guys only doing that? Are you guys only doing that because I said I like red? You know? 27% said blue, 16% said purple, and 14% said black. You guys never had the black, that's why. How can you guys say blue and red? 70% of peeps think blue and red are the best? Come on, guys. Black and purple are the two best. I am in the minority here. I feel threatened. I am in the minority of this thing. A few altcoin charts that I like. Let's see. There's many altcoin charts that I like. Obviously, guys, altcoins are very dependent on the Bitcoin. I really shouldn't even be talking to these at the moment, but you know, just this kind of similar ones. I think, and I'm zooming out on these. I'm zooming out. These are big time frames, guys. So just keep that in mind. I think near is at an interesting point, right? So near hasn't really gotten that breakout yet. I guess it did in December, right? It got a pretty nice move up, but near obviously has broken the weekly downtrend. What I like about near is like you had this low back from 2021, this low that you came back below right here. See, you deviated that low, you got back above, broke the all-time high trend line, came back down, tagged that level a few weeks ago. This one looks primed too. This one looks primed. Like I said, like short term, it could definitely dump back down to support, right? It could still come down another 20%, easy. But as long as it stays above this level here, I like near here, right? As far as just a basic, just very basic chart, right? And a lot of these are just gonna look basic. You know what I mean? Funny enough, ICP, you know, as much as we make fun of ICP, same kind of scenario, right? It's like the same setup. It's this downtrend of resistance on the weekly, right? Where you had a previous support over here from June of 2022. You deviated below, got back above. Now you're back at that support level. As long as you hold here, I kind of like that one on the weekly too. I kind of like this one on the weekly too, right? Easy way to cut it. If it breaks below this, you can cut it, right? But I don't mind this one either. Yo, Mike.
Jordan, it's over. Cash is dead. Some drive-thrus are now cashless. You have to use cards.
You have to, dude. The CBDCs are coming, bro. And I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. Like, I feel like the CBDCs are going to be I don't know, guys. There's some crazy shit I think it's about to happen in the world, right? These CBDCs that I think these countries are already starting to roll out, some of them. I don't know if I like these, man, right? Because it's not so much, oh, I want to hide when I'm buying, right? But, man, they're going to know everything. Right? Everything you do, it's going to be on there, right? If you want to pull up the hub, it's going to be on there. You got to use the CBDC to go on the hub. Oh, my Lord. They're going to know everything. But, like, man. Yeah, dude. I think that the world is going to be changing very, very soon. It's going to be absolutely insane. I don't know what to think. Man. Fed now is $25 monthly fee. F that. But Mr. Har, what happens when they make you do it? What happens when they give you a sign-up bonus? What happens when they say, hey, use Fed now, we'll give you a $500 sign-up bonus, right? Or a $500 transfer bonus or something like that. Most people are going to do it. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be interesting. It's going to be freaking interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. They already do. Peer-to-peer will be taxed. Facts. Mr. Hart said, sign me up. Bitcoin will be around for 15 years. Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. CBDC will totally control your life. Protest account locked. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you do anything wrong, what they will do is they will literally, like, I would be surprised if they start locking your account. I would be surprised if they restrict how much you can spend, right? These are things you got to think about. They sound crazy now, but if they can control your account because everything's in the same coin, and they can like say you can only spend something might happen in the world. They can say you can only spend this much per month, or you have to spend this much. Like they can do crazy shit like that, and that's what scares me is like, what happens if they start getting ruthless and they start freaking doing this crazy shit, like making you do certain stuff? And I don't know. I think it's gonna be crazy, man. Like I could talk about that stuff all day. But that's why I'll always be holding some crypto, man. Just in case they force us to do that, and who knows, bro. Not just how much, also white items too. Exactly, Kit. Exactly, man. Exactly. Expiration time on your money too for you to spend all your money. Facts. Like if you make this, you have to spend it by 6 months or some shit like that. Let's see. Anyone see that Justin Timberlake movie where they had to spend time as money? Bro, all that shit will be real. Like all that shit sounds crazy. Or that Black Mirror movie where like you basically worked, right? And that Black Mirror episode where like he was basically in a virtual world and he had to like go on the treadmill to get coins, and then he was like only could be in the that shit's scary, man. Shit's scary. All right. Anyways, man, Mike got me started with this. Sorry, Mike got me going with the CBDC. Kennedy said, "Like it up, dope ass stream. Let's go." Shout out to Kennedy, man. Thanks for being here on the boring, pretty boring, another boring day, guys. It's been 3 weeks of boringness, pretty much. No, but ICP, and I'm just giving you guys examples of kind of like why I like altcoin charts, like where they are, at least for accumulation ranges, right? Like I said, they could certainly come back down. It's just you gotta, I'm still a big believer in kind of. I'm personally still a big believer in like it's Bitcoin's day. Right. For me personally, right, if Bitcoin pulls back in here, I'm only looking really for Bitcoin and maybe ETH at that point. Right. For me, for alts, right, I want to see something from the alts. Right. Trust me, I still hold alts. OK, I still hold altcoins, but like I want to see something. I want to see. Right. Like total, like, for example, if I see like total 3. I actually didn't even talk about this yet today. We'll talk about this on Sunday night, right? This is the tether dominance and why this is. We talked about a little bit this morning in the morning stream, but I have this like channel that literally tells us when the top and bottoms are like in the history of Bitcoin based off tether dominance channel here. We'll talk more about this Sunday. But what was it? I want to see like total 3, right? Let's bring up total 3. Total 3 is a good chart. For me, I want to see, when I see this break, I'll get a little bit more confident with altcoins, I think. Where's this? Because the problem is we have Bitcoin that already broke out. We have Ethereum that already broke out. But total 3 is just kind of freaking chilling below resistance. Let me bring it up here. Total 3. The problem that we have here is like this. Let me bring up the log chart. Is still below, right? So and that's the problem that we have is like, Bitcoin broke out, but total 3 is at resistance. Whatever resistance you want to look at. You want to look at a little diagonal resistance. You want to look at the all-time high resistance. You got both coming in right there, right? So you're at a big resistance on total. If I see total do this, right, and then back test, oh man, and you hold here, man, that's where I think altcoins can get kind of busy. But when you're still below here, at least now, right? If you're holding long term, I don't think you really care to be honest. But like for like for what I'm planning on doing, which is selling a good amount of crypto up in these regions, right? I think right now it's still Bitcoin and maybe Ethereum show, but mostly Bitcoin, to be honest. But if I start seeing total 3 break back above here and then hold, like I said, like you've seen many altcoins already do that. But for the whole market cap, that's when this can get pretty crazy, and we can say, okay, alts will probably start making their way up here on total 3. But you're just right at resistance on total 3, and that's why you're not really seeing alts moving. You're kind of seeing them bleed out, even with Bitcoin not doing anything. You guys will probably notice that alts are just bleeding out. It's because you're right here, right? You're right there at resistance. So we'll see, man. But I will say, like, it should happen soon, right? Let's bring up the bull market support band. You're look at it. Like, something's gonna give. It doesn't this remind you guys of when we talked about this for ETH? Remember back in the day, we talked about this for Ethereum on the weekly, where we had all-time high resistance line coming down, we had bull market support band coming up, and they were converging, right? And we said, right? No one believed me at the time because everyone's like, "Oh, Joe, we're bearish. It's gonna break down," right? But Ethereum actually broke up when it got squeezed, right? So this is coming up, this is coming down. Ethereum broke to the upside. But you haven't seen total 3 break up yet, okay? But that should happen. If it's going to happen, you should see it happen in the next 1, 2, 3, let's call it 4. Well, you should see it in the next month, okay? If you're going to break this to the upside. And that's when I think altcoins would move, is if that breaks, you know? Ethereum did the same exact thing. I think you guys remember that, right? But, you know, right now, it's patience, man. I mean, this could be another couple freaking weeks sitting here for alts, you know, just sitting there. Obviously, if this breaks down like this, alts are gonna get freaking destroyed, man. So just make sure you're aware of that fact, you know. But I'm still looking at this as a deviation, right? I mean, look, you had call this range low, right? Range low, range low. You deviated the low. You back test it again. You still would target. I mean, what do you call the range high? This, right? I guess. I mean, you still would target the range high, so maybe you break out. I don't know. I still like the structure here. It's just a matter of freaking time, man. Let's see. CBDCs could work if they back them with gold. They could back them with gold. I think that the world's going to be changing a lot in the next few years, man, in my opinion, right? It's going to be changing a lot. You can already see it, man. I mean, think about all the shit that's happened in the last 5 years. So much shit's happened, man. It's been crazy. Dorito bottom formation. Yeah, man, the Dorito bottom formation, man. Let's see. Ben Cowan was right. I was right about some things, man, but, you know, just like everyone's wrong about some things, right? Ben Cowan thought we were going to a super cycle. We were going to 200K, right? I mean, that was bullish at the highs, too, to be fair. Just saying, like, no one, everyone's right about some things. Everyone's wrong about some things. Ben Cowan calling for ETH go to $400. ETH almost just got the 2K, right? So it's like, everyone's right about some things. Everyone's right about some things. But, you know, Ben Cowan is right about dominance, man. I agree with him with dominance, man. Right? And it's just based off what Bitcoin's always done in the cycles is Bitcoin moves up more than altcoins in the beginning of every cycle, man. Right? It's true. It's just true. It's true, man. So yeah, he is right about that. I will say. The times are changing. Nice. Let's see. Still can go there? I can, but like, that's, you gotta time it. You gotta say, oh, ETH is gonna go to 400, and then it does it 5 years later. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of that? You know? So we missed basically like almost a 3x on ETH because we say it's gonna go to 400. You know what I mean? It is what it is. ACH. Yeah, ACH. This is why we wait for the daily close, guys. Right? Let's go to the daily chart. So ACH. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. So yeah, I mean ACH kind of cooling up, right? Higher lows, lower highs. Know what I mean? So, you know, you faked out above and now you're back in. So there's another chart that's just like tight as hell, man. Look at how tight this shit is. Look at how tight this shit is, bro. You know? Look at this. Lower highs, higher lows. You faked out above, so you got to be slightly bearish on this one, man, because you faked out above, right? So now I got to say, maybe you come back down here. Let's see. Outside of Bitcoin, ETH, what's the most promising crypto? Oh my God! Sorry for the yelling out there, guys. War never changes. Yeah, but this one looks pretty bearish, man. I would say you're at least gonna come back down and test this trend line, if not break down, because you faked out to the upside, right? Usually when you fake out to the upside, you get pushed right back down, man. Anderson said, "What's going on in the background?" Oh Lord. Let's see. All the cryptos promise something, only a few deliver. True. True, man. True, man. Let's see. Link. Andrew said Link. Link just going sideways, bro. It's another one, dude. It's these longer term crypto charts are brutal, man. Brutal. But you know, Link, just a slug. Just sideways chop. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, right? So you came down, right? And now you've been going sideways for a whole year on Link. Just down, up, down, up, down, up. So now, right? I mean, just waiting, man. You're honestly just waiting at this point. There's not too much to say. There's just not too much to say other than you got a range, right? I think right now the best thing we can do is, like, if you're bullish on Link, whenever it comes back down to the bottom of this range, we scoop some up, right? Maybe it doesn't come back down again. Maybe it does. But the closer you can buy at the bottom of this range, I think the better, right? So like 560, we just kind of wait it out, right? Let's see. Oh, I meant Link, the third safest crypto. Oh yeah, Link is a slug, man. I think Link will always have a case, right? So yeah, I like Link. I hold Link. I'm a Link Marine, as they would say. I'm definitely a Link Marine. Bass said, are we long in 27.9 again? I'm still long from the freaking one I had yesterday. I'm chilling here, right? I'm basically long from like somewhere in here. Like I think it was like somewhere in the middle of these wicks, right? I think I put my stop that low here. If I get stopped out, whatever, man. Such a small loss. If I get stopped out here, whatever, right? I'm just looking for a move back up. Move back up to like 20. I think I have a take profit at like 23,350, and another one up here, right? That's all I'm looking for. If it pumps up, let's freaking go, you know. But that's all I'm looking for at the moment. Just kind of playing these ranges. If it dumps below here, retests, we'll short it from the mid range back down here, right? If it pumps back up above here, come back down, we'll short it here, right? Just playing these damn ranges until it freaking breaks. But right now, it's like you can't even do any trades on Bitcoin because you just no movement. So I've been sitting in the same trade for like 48 hours here. I think, right? 4, 8, 12. Yeah, it's right. It was right here. It was right here. So that's about what we got. Let's see. Like watching paint dry in prison. Yes, it's kind of like watching paint dry in prison, bro. That's about what we got. Paint dry in prison. All right, guys. Looks like it's about to shit our pants. Do something. I'll take the shit. I will take the shit. Let's see. Nuts flush blow. Your strategy is boring as hell. Why don't you scalp? I'm not interested in that, man. I don't want to stare at the screen all day, even though I do. You know, it's just easier to play the ranges, man. You break up, you deviate the highs, you come back in, you retest, you short back down to the mid range, right? You break the mid range, you test the mid range, you short back down to the bottom of the range, right? You freaking I don't know, and you just play the deviations. If you drop back below here, you reclaim, you test, we long it back up to the top, right? And you just got. I like playing the deviations, man. To me, it's the safest option. Everyone has a different strategy, right? I don't have fun trading the 5-minute time frames, man. To me, it's just, it's not. I prefer trading like mid time frames. It's not for me. The 5-minute time frames are just not for me. It's not for me, man. You know, I'm long on BTC, little leverage with a bunch of buy orders downward to lower my average, hoping we bounce off that 25K. Yeah, that's the goal if we do dump, man. I mean, I would say the two levels I'm watching would be this 24,800, which is the daily high, and if we do come lower than that for whatever reason, which is it's possible, man. I mean, the weekly, this comes down to like 22.4, so that even a 22.4 dump would be possible in my opinion at some point, right? I'd be looking. Do I think these are likely? I don't think this one's likely, but 23.6 is the other level I'm looking for, right? Which is basically these highs. So those are the two levels I'm looking at if we dump. But in the meantime, we wait. I like to flip a coin and hope for the best. Let's see. Lazarus said Adam's team. Dude, Adam is a freaking slug, man. It's a slug, bro. I can't take Adam anymore. Adam is such a beautiful chart. It's just, man, there's just no buying power on this thing, man. It's literally in such a nice spot, man. You know, like just a basic, such basic, you know, just a support, and a freaking support. You know, there's just no pressure to push this up right now. You know, and I think, you know, what could be that cause? It could be the CPI next week, right? Which might get you some liquidity to push you back up to the upside, man. But right now it's slow. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I wrote for Adam from like 9 to 14 or something. Good enough for me. Nice, bro. All right, man. I'm out of here. Peace. I'll catch you guys on Sunday. We'll talk about some more stuff on Sunday. Hopefully we get some more things to talk about, man. It's just been kind of a slow market. Obviously, you guys know you're here too. It's been a slow market the last few, really since last Wednesday, right? The last 10 days have been brutal. So I'm out of here. Peace. Catch you guys on Sunday. Have a fantastic weekend. For everyone that's celebrating Easter, have a fantastic weekend, guys. Trying to take some time off the charts. The last few days I've been trying to keep my eyes off the charts at least a little bit. I set my alerts 2 days straight. Haven't gotten triggered, right? I think I have one alert set here and one alert set above this high. For 2 days straight, hasn't been triggered. And until I get that trigger, there's really nothing to look at, right? So until I get that phone notification, I'll be touching grass. All right, so go outside, touch some grass. It's nighttime right now, so I don't know. Go outside and, you know, smoke a J or something. I don't freaking know. If you want some hopium, I'll give you some hopium smoke if you don't smoke J's, you know. Here you go. And hopefully we get so. I think next week will be good. Beginning of next week is probably up in the air, but I think Wednesday will be a good day. What happens between now and then? Low liquidity weekend, man. Let's get it. All right. See you guys. I'm out. Catch you guys later. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Peace, guys.